Welcome back to RXMuscle's Iron Road to the Olympia 2018, brought to you by Redcon One. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today's guest is the former Miss Bikini Olympia champ. She's also won 3 pro shows this year, building momentum to try to get back that Olympia crown she gave up. The woman I'm talking about is our good friend Ashley Kaltwasser.
Hi, how's it going? By the way, it's 3-time bikini champ.
I know, yeah, I cheated you out of 2, sorry. Actually, are you the most winningest Bikini Olympia champ?
You know, it's not written down anywhere, but I think so. I won 17 pro shows, so that might be a record. But like I said, it's not written down, so I would really have to do my research to see how many shows everybody won. But it has to be up there. Yeah,
I don't think anyone else won that many Bikini Olympias either. I think you got that record as well. So
yes. Mm-hmm.
Now, you got a ton of momentum. You won Colorado, you won Vancouver, Battle in the Desert out in Vegas, 3 pro shows. Now, as an Olympia champ, you could have just gone to the Olympia without doing any shows because you're qualified for life. Did you need these shows for your brain, for your confidence level? Is that why you did them?
Yes, absolutely. There's a few different reasons why I picked 3 shows before the Olympia. Well, first off, I have to get comfortable with being on stage again, because you can practice with your coach, you can practice at home, you can practice in the mirror all you want, but it is not the same as being on stage. And especially for a big show like the Olympia, I want to make sure I'm super confident and comfortable. Another reason why is because, again, I do feel like I needed to earn it back. I could have just, you know, went right to Olympia like you said, but in my mind, you know, I'm a competitor, so I'm like, no, I'm not going to take the easy way. I'm going to earn it back. So I ended up doing the 3 shows, like I mentioned, getting first in all 3 of them. But the last and most important reason was, well, as I've been away for about 1.5 years from the stage, I wanted to make sure that I could do it. So in Denver, my first show this year, I actually, in my opinion, came in too lean. But it was good for me to realize that. Even though I did take first, I was the best that day. In my opinion, I would have looked better fuller. So I corrected that little mistake. I came in fuller for Vancouver, looked even better, and then looked even better again for Vegas. So if I didn't do those 3 shows, I could have been coming into the Olympia like I was for Denver, which would have been a little too lean.
Right. And also, in all honesty, you know, when you were winning Olympias, the look for bikini was different. It was a lot softer. Your physique today, in my mind, not that my mind matters at all, is way, way better. I mean, you're way leaner, you're more muscular, you're more athletic looking than when you were competing, you know, years ago and you were winning Olympias. I like your look better now, and I think that the look of bikini has changed since then. At least I've seen it evolve.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. In my opinion, I do feel like I look better personally now. But I think the reason for this little change is just the talent pool has been getting a lot deeper. So as we get more and more competitors and more girls that are looking amazing, it's like the competition, it's been raised the bar. So like I got to keep up, and then, you know, and then some, just for a little bit of security as well. Right,
but you remember when you were competing, and you remember Natalia Mello, they always told her, oh, your abs are too hard. Now, if she was competing today, they'd be like, you're perfect, you know, because I just saw your abs when you walked up. You stand up a little bit. Show us your abs. I mean, you got crazy, crazy abs now. Let me see. Stand up a little. Show everyone your abs so we can see.
My abs? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you got unbelievable. I mean, way, way more impressive now than years ago.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't even train the abs is the crazy part. That's like the part for me that I got to like be careful, because they tend to lean out the fastest. So. Thank God I don't have to do anything to get to this, but still, it's just a matter of being lean. How lean I am, the leaner I am, the more abs are going to show.
You seem to be a lot more outgoing too nowadays. Is that a confidence level that you've just built up over the years of doing this?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I can look back at old interviews, and you know, I can tell I was that shy little girl.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess. As I grew up a little bit more, I found my personality a little bit more. And I mean, I'm going to say this to you. Getting into fitness in the first place, I mean, a lot of the competitors and your fitness.
All right, we're live. We had a little power outage here. Living in Florida, this is what happens. You have nothing you never know when you're going to get a rainstorm in the summer. It's like monsoon season here. And hopefully we can get Ashley back. I think we lost the connection. And but we're back now. I think you blew our servers out here in the RXMuscle studios with your energy levels. Are you excited doing this Olympia? Is this something that you're actually looking forward to?
Oh God, yeah. I'm so excited for this. I mean, it's such a buildup of like everything that's happened this whole year. Like this whole year was crazy. I don't know if you can remember, I told you I had like a thyroid problem. The beginning of the year, I was initially going to do the Arnold Classic, which is so near and dear to me because that is my home state. That's like the show that started it all for me. But I couldn't because I found out I had the thyroid issue. So after figuring that out, it took about 6 months just to prep for my next show. And it was just kind of like a roller coaster of a year. And they say the harder the struggle, the sweeter the reward. And that's been so true this year. Every one of my wins this year has been more and more meaningful. And it's just because I worked so hard for it. I've never worked so hard in my entire life. I can honestly say that. But not only is it because of this year that makes it so exciting, it's just like the girls that I'm competing against is like next level. I'm telling you, it is not like it was a few years ago. The girls this year it can go so many different ways. Like I'm sure there's like about half of the girls there that even if they won, no one would question it because they look so good, each in their own way. It all depends on what look they're going for that day. Yeah,
and that's what I was going to say. You know, it doesn't seem to be the rivalries we see in bikini. It's kind of like every year it's like a different person or a different flavor of the month. It seems like in like figure there's a real big rivalry between Latoya Watts and Candice and Sydney Gillen. In bodybuilding, obviously we got the rivalries. Even in fitness, when before Oksana retired, there was a lot of rivalries. Women's physique. It seems like bikini, it's like, I don't know, let's see who the new girl is on the block. So this is the first time we're seeing like a real defending champion, or I should say a former champion coming back to face off against a defending champion. To me, that adds a level of excitement that we haven't seen in bikini in a long time.
Absolutely. And you know what else is super interesting as well? A lot of these girls I'm competing against, like for once, I think there might be just as many foreign girls as there are Americans, if not more. I didn't count. Yeah. But there's a lot. There's a lot from everywhere, all over the world, which is a pretty cool concept if you think about it. Like our sport is really growing. It's really taking off in different countries, and that's why we're getting all these talented girls from everywhere. It's like you got to be on the lookout because you just never know where they're gonna pop up at.
And let's face it, bikini's about exotic looks. So sometimes you get some of the girls that are international and they have these looks that we haven't seen in a while, and it's something that's appealing to the judges and it's something different and the fans seem to like it. So it does, you never know, and because it's not really a muscle contest, someone can come out of nowhere and sneak up and surprise everyone in bikini. So there's always the unknown factor, or we call the X factor, or the dark horse in that lineup that you have to be careful of too. You can't like kind of rest on your laurels. Whereas in bodybuilding, you kind of know who all the big people are. There's no one's putting 30 pounds of muscle on in 1 year and going to shock the world, But in bikini, you don't have to do that,
Absolutely. I mean, just like I won in 2013. No one knew who I was. Right. It's like I was an unknown rookie and I just popped up and won. So that's why I'm always like, don't count anybody out. You just never know who's going to pop up and be like a superstar.
Let me ask you this question. It's a little controversial, but is bikini a young girl's sport? Because it seems like as the girls get a little older, they kind of just disappear. It's like no one has longevity. I'd probably say India Paulino's probably got the most longevity in bikini. She just had a baby and she's back, like 9 months later. But other than her, I mean, it seems like there's a lot of turnover in bikini. Why?
That's true. Well, I can't really explain. Obviously, I think once you start to age in your face a little bit, it's going to probably be more detrimental. As far as I'm concerned, I looked at last year's top Olympians, and I'm still younger than them. For last year.
Yeah, you're a baby still, and you started young. That's why.
Yeah, But at the same time, there are also girls younger than me. Yeah. So, I mean, I would say to an extent that's true. And, maybe your muscle makeup changes as you get older. You get that more mature muscle, maybe more grainy look to you as well, which in bikini isn't going to help you. It's only going to hurt you.
True. Very true. Well, Ashley, we love I love the energy you bring to the table here. You're adding a level of excitement back to the bikini sport. I think the Olympia is going to be great. I want to wish you the best of luck, safe travels, and we'll see you out in Vegas.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, and that's going to take us to the end of another episode of RXMuscle's Iron Road to the Olympia 2018, brought to you by Redcon One. I'm Dave Palumbo. We'll see you next time. Thanks, Ashley.
Thank you so much.
You're great.
Talk to you
Good
later.
luck.